Managers, what's the most ridiculous reason you've had to fire someone? Every year during the holiday season, I'd warn the new hires, listen, no matter how tempting it is, don't steal a customer's gift card. We can track it, I will track it, and if I catch you, you will get fired. Every year people try it, every year people get fired. Don't do it. They do it anyway. This happens so often we stopped buying gift cards altogether. Really? I have never seen or heard about this happening. I am apparently naive. New guy, around 20 years old or so, called in sick saying he thinks he had a stroke. Since he lived across the street from the store where we worked, we all then stood and watched through the store's glass door as he packed up his truck with beach gear and drove off with his girlfriend. Fired the next day. Girl decides to start stealing some of our products from the warehouse and sell them on eBay, as brand new, with factory warranty. It only took a couple of weeks before we started getting calls for tech support for products with serial numbers we did not have registered as sold in the system. Brief investigation leads straight to her. She is fired, of course, and legal action pursued, but the sad angle to the story is that her father worked there too, and we were forced to make him stay at home with no pay until it could be determined beyond any doubt that he wasn't involved. I had an employee lock another employee in a closet one time. The person that was trapped called the police from inside the closet. It was quite an HR nightmare. I knew someone at Subway who did not get fired for going to the washroom and taking off his pants and underwear. He was making sandwiches wearing only an apron and shirt. The manager laughed at him. I think the entire store must have been on psychoactive substances. Had a girl that would lick the ice cream off of the side of the shake. Not because she was vindictive, she honestly didn't even register that it wasn't okay to do that. She was shocked. My manager had to fire someone for doing white dust in the toilets and then trying to gouge his own eyes out. I guess that's what working at a call center can do to someone. I had an employee apologize to 2 different tables for forgetting to put their food order in. They had been waiting like 45 minutes and nothing had been entered into the system. We looked at the camera system because he had been acting weird all day. After he wrote down their order, he proceeded to go outside and fire up a joint. He was apparently too high to remember to put in the order. It was his first and last day. P.S. Sorry for the confusion, I meant it was his first day on the floor by himself. He had a week's training before. Manager at a landscaping company. We had enclosed trailers on all the trucks. Had to fire an employee who routinely pooped in bags in the back of the trailer. He kept toilet paper in the truck. This wasn't IBS, he was an alcoholic and would have the beer shits all day. Wrote him up a couple times after the coworkers complained about the poo bags. Those were the most uncomfortable meetings ever. Had to fire him as it continued and he started throwing them out in convenience store garbage cans in the middle of the summer. Eat a bunch of Klonopin, come into work stoned as one can be still standing, and then chase a pair of tongs into the deep fryer with his bare hands. Not just hands. He got mad when we told him he had to go to the hospital, so he quit and walked out. To go down the street to Taco Bell, where he got a job application and a taco box. Then he came back to our restaurant and asked to borrow a pen, and offered me a taco in exchange for it. I took the taco and called the ambulance. It was a weird day. Busser kept staring at everyone's tits. I mean, literally everybody who was in the restaurant. Especially co-workers, but also customers. And not just attractive females of a similar age, we're talking frail grandma Bettys with tennis ball walkers. Gaze locked in, stationary. Regardless of age, size, or other deterring factors. If it was a female, his eyes were laser locked onto Tittytown, USA. Of course, once I found out he was fired immediately. That was a pretty awkward conversation. To this day, I have never encountered someone who admired breasts as much as he. AMVP operations and an owner in the company. We hired a new girl to work in an entry-level position. We are about 130 people on site, so it takes a while to get to know everyone. I like to sit with everyone in the cafeteria from time to time. New girl begins chirping about how shitty the company is. Doesn't like war policies, etc. Then she starts mouthing off about how the owners are shitty, greedy scumbags. We rip off our customers, etc. Then she calls me out by name. She had never met me and doesn't know me and had no idea she was telling me rumors about myself. I remained calm. Everyone else at the table was in shock.